What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about ending the cycle that I personally believe keeps a lot of people held back in the rat race. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, grab some DYDSS merchandise, and of course come and join us in the VIP club. Everything is linked in the description. So this video right here, right now, is going to be the latest installment of Monday Motivation, and I wanted to talk about ending the vicious cycle, or at least one of the many vicious cycles that I personally believe keeps a lot of people anchored down to the ground, held back, and stuck in the rat race. And that would be celebrating when you have done absolutely nothing deserving of a celebration. Let me explain, because I know that sounds weird. My entire life, I have seen and watched family members, friends, neighbors, people on TV, almost everyone let their weekends just dissipate, waste them away. Friday night, all day Saturday while you're recovering, and then all day Sunday still recovering, getting absolutely nothing done because you chose to celebrate Friday night. But what did you celebrate Friday night? You celebrate the end of a week? You celebrate the beginning of next week? To me, it just doesn't make sense. To me, I think there are a whole lot better things to do with your time, because what did you do all week? You sold your time for dollar bills, and then how did you go and celebrate that? By going to the friggin' bar and giving them all of the dollar bills that you sold your time for? Now you don't have the time or the dollars. To me, it doesn't make sense. And this is something that I originally brought up at the beginning of 2020, when everything crashed, when everything was flipped upside down, when a lot of people were going into panic mode, when a lot of people had newfound free time, even though it wasn't really by choice. I remember telling people back then, and I'm going to say it again today, make the most of that quote-unquote free time. Make the most of that Friday night, of that Saturday, of that Sunday. And I'm not saying you have to go and get yourself a secondary job. I'm not saying you have to go and start a business. I'm not saying that you have to work your entire weekends away. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that if you utilize that time to improve your life in a couple of different ways, you can go about it improving your life from a physical perspective, from a mental perspective, and or a financial perspective, just by not allowing your weekends to just get wasted away. For example, one thing that I told people that they can do when everything fell apart in 2020 is to discover a new hobby. Get involved with something. Gardening, painting, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a high income skill. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It doesn't have to be a business. It can be a business, but figure out a way to utilize your time to improve your life. And this doesn't have to be a feeling of work. This doesn't have to be a strenuous activity. This doesn't have to be anything that stresses you out. This doesn't have to be anything like that. This can be something that you enjoy. In fact, I would recommend for it to be something that you enjoy. Figure out something that you believe is worthy of your time. Figure out something that you can focus on, something that you can build up, something that can improve your life. And it doesn't have to be a hobby that you have to go out to a certain location for. It doesn't have to be the learning of a new skill, although those are fantastic things to do. It could be something as simple as exercising. It could be reading. It could be starting a business of some sort. There are so many different things that you can do. So rather than wasting away your Friday night, maybe you can take into consideration getting a gym membership, or going for a jog, or getting some dumbbells and working out at home. All you have to do is go out your front door and do some jumping jacks. A lot of people have this make-believe idea that if they don't have a gym membership or access to the gym, then they're unable to exercise. No, you don't need a treadmill to walk. The sidewalk is somewhere that you can walk for free. You don't need a treadmill. You don't need all this exercise equipment. You don't need all of these dumbbells. You don't need to be bench pressing. You don't have to do any of that just to get the ball rolling. And once you do get the ball rolling, you're more than likely going to realize that this is actually something that you enjoy. Maybe you don't enjoy being physically in the gym. Maybe you don't like actively putting in the work or jogging or lifting weights or whatever, but I guarantee you like how you feel afterwards. I guarantee you'll like how you feel once you start to see the results. Once you start to realize that you can make it up a flight of stairs a whole lot quicker and you're not out of breath, or you don't need to sit down and take a break every 15 minutes at work when you spend the whole day sitting in the first place. I don't even know how that works, but point being is that once you get the ball rolling, you're gonna realize you might not like actually exercising, but you're gonna like how you feel so much that you're willing to do the exercise. Beyond that, you can improve yourself and your life from a mental perspective. This is where learning comes into play. See, this is something that they don't teach in school. They don't teach you how to learn, unfortunately. They teach you how to remember information, pass a test, and then you can forget it for the rest of your life. What you can do, go and get yourself some books. If you don't like reading books, guess what? They make audiobooks. You don't have to read a book. You can listen to a book. In fact, listening to a book could be a whole lot more convenient because you can double the speed. You can consume the content twice as quick while you're doing something else. You can listen to it in the background while you're working or while you're working out. Two birds with one stone. You don't have to blast music. You can listen to an audiobook while you're exercising. Two birds with one stone right there. You can improve your life physically and mentally at the same time. Or you can read a physical book. That's never a bad idea as well. And the reason I like physical books is because it keeps your mind sharp, it keeps you focused, and believe it or not, it actually kind of wears out your eyes. It's almost like an exercise for your eyes, and it helps you sleep better at night. So I recommend a physical book, but if you're not much of a reader, audiobooks are perfectly fine. But make sure it's something that provides value. See, I've never been one to read any of those Harry Potter books or anything like fiction or anything like that. I always like personal development books. I like books that kind of help me learn how to be an even better version of myself, or reading books about business, sales, marketing, stuff like that. Something that would actually benefit my life and something that I can apply to my real life and use and utilize as a tool to get myself to that next level. And then, of course, you can improve your life on the side financially. You can go about starting a business, or you can utilize some of those new skills that you learned, or the things that you learned, or the way that you've developed your mind by listening to those audiobooks while you were exercising. So now you got the exercising done, you got the audiobook listened to, and now you're going to apply it. Now you're going to take action, and now you're going to do something that can improve your financial well-being. And there's a lot of ways you can go about doing this. You can start a business. You can listen to audiobooks that teach you about investing, business, stocks, real estate, precious metals, whatever the case may be. You can learn skills, tactics, concepts, and ideas. You can apply them to your real life. And guess what? This does not need to be a 24-hour thing. This could be a 1 day a week thing. This could be a 2 hour a week thing. Instead of going out on Friday night, wasting your dollar bills, wasting your time, which is worth even more than those dollar bills, by the way, and take action and end the cycle. Stop celebrating when you've done nothing worth a celebration. Take action. Celebrate later on. Stop looking for instant gratification every Friday night at the bar. How about some delayed gratification? How about you grind it out for a couple weeks or a couple months or even a year? And then you celebrate everything you've accomplished in that amount of time. You can look in the mirror and you can see the results, the physical results. You can think about it and you can see the mental results. You can look at your friggin' bank account and see the financial results. And then guess what you could do? Then you can celebrate, because now you've done something deserving of a celebration. Those are just some of my thoughts. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know any ideas that you may have. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, grab some DYDSS merchandise, and of course, come and join us in the VIP club. That's going to conclude the latest installment of Monday Motivation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of this video. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.